Hey guys, what's happening? This is Kip here, and today I just want to make a video showing you guys a new Telegram HYIP that I'll be starting on June 1st. And this Telegram bot, it's actually in pre-launch right now. Nobody can make a deposit, nobody can actually invest and start their investment until June 1st. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm getting in. I say this in every HYIP video, but I'll say it again. HYIPs are super, super risky. They're fast money, but they're high risk. So if you guys aren't into gambling, if you guys aren't into taking risks, then this isn't for you. I myself, I love to gamble. I like to take risks for big rewards. So this is right up my alley. It's called GlobalCryptoBot. And it's just like going to the casino for a night, guys. It's like buying a scratch ticket or playing a slot machine. It's high risk for high reward, but there's always the chance that you can lose. But if you guys have seen my other HYP videos, I usually make it at least as long as I need to make it to break even in HYIPs. So the people that join me like day one, they always make money with me. But like I always say, they're super, super high risk. If you guys are into taking chances, if you're into gambling, then this is for you. But if you guys like slower, steadier, more long-term programs, check out my other videos because I also do long-term, much less risky programs. Um, but like I said, this is in pre-launch right now. It hasn't even launched yet. You guys can start the bot. If you want to get involved, you just click the link in the description box below. It'll start a Telegram chat with you with this bot. If you guys don't have Telegram yet, it'll bring you to the App Store or the Google Play Store to download Telegram, and then you'll just click the link again, and then it will bring you to the bot, and it'll start a conversation with this bot. It's called GlobalCryptoBot, and like I said, a lot of people that were in Betrobot, they made a lot of good money on the people that got in early. So this is your chance to start one of these HYPs, start one of these bots from day one. No deposits are allowed, no investments are made until June 1st. So you guys can start on day one and try to make some really good money out of it. But like I said, it is risky. I'm into taking risks, but I like to be honest with everyone. I won't ever sell you on a HYP telling you it's a legit long-term program because they're not. Um, I don't believe a lot of what HYPs tell you, but you can still make really good money off of them if you get in early and play your cards right. So what this bot does, what they say they do, is they made an algorithm that trades cryptocurrencies automatically for them. They say they've been developing this algorithm and this bot for 5 years. Like I said, I don't believe a lot of what HYPs say, but they say that they've been trading cryptocurrencies and making this algorithm and this bot for the last 5 years, and now it's finally ready to go for the public. But the main reason I'm getting in is because I can start on day one. So what they do is they pay 4% a day, and they actually break it down into 1% payments every 6 hours. So you guys will get 1% of whatever you invest every 6 hours, which equals 4% a day. The minimum investment is 0.02, the minimum withdrawal is 0.04, and you guys can reinvest anytime you're over 0.02 in earnings. So when you click the bot, it gives you this brief description of it, and then you would just click start, the start button, and then you would pick your language, and then it would start the bot for you. And you can see right here, it will pay you 4% a day until you reach 160%, which will take you 40 days. They do pay commissions on 4 levels, but one of the things I like about this bot is you don't get commissions on 4 levels, just anybody that joins. It's based on what your investment is. So the more you invest, the more levels of commissions you guys open up for yourself if you're into recruiting or if you're into building a team. But if you are, always be honest about HYPs. I'm honest with everyone about them. I tell them how risky they are, how they're not legit long-term programs. A lot of people will sell you on these HYPs that you're going to be a millionaire, they're going to last for 2 years, 4 years, whatever. But that's not the truth. Just always be honest with everybody when you promote an HYP. And tell them the risk that they're taking. They're basically putting their money in a slot machine and gambling with it. I mean, I go to the casino, me and my wife will go down for a night or two, but I also like to put money into an HYP, and instead of getting a night at the casino, I can get anywhere from 1 to 6 months in an HYP. That's a lot more fun for me, and that's more my style. If you guys see when you start the bot and you select your language, it gives you the brief breakdown, and then it gives you this link right here for the community chat. This is where you can chat with other members, and you can ask questions. You can see if other people are what problems they're having, if they're having any, if withdrawals are being processed, everything like that. So you definitely want to be a part of the community chat. And they also have a news channel. If you click on help, you can see right here, it'll give you the link for the news channel. So you definitely wanna, any bot that you're in or any HYP that you're in, you wanna get the latest news on it. So you wanna click on this news channel and it'll open up another chat with you right here, the GlobalBot or the GlobalCryptoBot news channel. And then you wanna be a part of the community chat. So like I said, we can't make any investments until June 1st, so you guys can start on day one, which is key in any HYP. The earlier you get in, the better. The people that get in early are always the people that make good money off of them. So if you guys missed out getting in early on Betrobot, this is your chance to get in the first day possible on this new bot. The minimum investment, like I said, is 0.02, but since the minimum withdrawal is 0.04, you guys don't want to start with less than 0.025, because at 160%, 0.025 will earn you just enough to make your one withdrawal and pull out 60% profit on top of whatever you put in. And a lot of people are confused about these bots. If you can withdraw your investment at any time, if you get your investment back at the end of the 40 days, and no, you don't. You can look at it basically like you're giving somebody a loan and they're paying you back slowly each day, plus profit until you're in a certain amount of profit, and then the investment ends. After 40 days, your investment expires and it stops earning for you, and that investment will be done earning. And the only way to keep it going long term is to reinvest here and there or compound. That's how you keep your investments going long term for as long as the bot is around and surviving. So, I mean, there's different strategies that you guys can play with. What I'm going to be doing with this bot is I'm going to be starting with at least 1 or 2 Bitcoins, because at 1 Bitcoin, we earn 4% a day. You see that I'll be earning 0.04 a day, so that will give me enough to make a withdrawal every single day if I want to. And the minimum reinvest or the minimum compound amount is 0.02. So I'll actually be making enough to compound every day if I want to. I'm thinking about starting with 2 Bitcoins, because at 4%, I'll be making 0.08 a day, and that means that I can actually make a withdrawal and I can compound every single day. And in HYPs, that's usually one of my main strategies. A lot of people call it the 50-50 strategy. That's when you compound half of your money and withdraw half of your money every day. So you're constantly growing your account, so you're earning more and more every day. But at the same time, you're constantly withdrawing and recovering your seed money. So that's one of my main strategies in HYPs, is the 50-50 method. But I mean, there's a couple strategies. If you start with 1 Bitcoin, you can withdraw every day. So if you started with a half a Bitcoin at 4% a day, you'd be earning 0.02. So that means at every 2 days, you would earn enough to make your withdrawal. If you started with a quarter of a Bitcoin, so 0.25, you'd be making 4% of that a day. You'd be earning 0.01, so you'd be able to withdraw every 4 days. If you started with 0.1, you would be able to withdraw every 10 days. And if you started with the minimum, you actually wouldn't even be able to make a withdrawal at the end, because the minimum is 0.02, and we earn a total of 160%. So you guys would only earn 0.032. So I don't suggest that anybody starts with 0.02, because you would have to make a reinvestment about 30 days in, and then you would then you would end up earning enough about 30 days later to make your first withdrawal. So nobody wants to wait 60 days to make their first withdrawal. That's just kind of crazy. So the minimum I would suggest anybody starting with is 0.025, and at 160%, you would earn just enough to make your withdrawal at the end of 40 days. You would earn a 60% profit, and your investment would be done. Um, but I mean, like I said, I'm going to be starting with at least one Bitcoin so that I can be withdrawing and reinvesting to keep my investment going long term. All these HYPs, they do have a shelf life. None of them keep going forever. I mean, I've been in HYPs that are still paying me actually for, yeah, close to a year right now. I'm in one HYP right now that's been paying me for almost 300 days. So sometimes this is the name of the game in HYPs. You want to get in early. Another strategy that I always use is I don't add deposits down the road. I make one initial deposit in the beginning. I try to go as big as I'm willing to risk and only put in money that you're willing to lose in the worst case scenario. But one of my main strategies with HYPs is I make one large deposit in the beginning and then I work from there. I start withdrawing and I start compounding and I work my account from there. I've seen a lot of people make the mistake where they'll make their deposit and then they'll withdraw and they'll compound. They'll finally break even and then they'll make another deposit, which is totally crazy to me because that means you just reduced all your risk. You finally broke even. You got all your initial seed money out, and then they go ahead and put it right back in, which is a huge mistake to me. Then you start your counting days over again, and at 4% a day, it will take you guys 25 days of withdrawing to break even and recover all your seed money. So that's a huge mistake that I see a lot of people make is they finally break even and then they make another fresh deposit to boost up their account. And that's just, it's kind of backwards to me. I don't know why anybody would do that because you finally broke even, you reduced all your risk, and you're finally in pure profit. And then you put more of your money back in, and then you have to start the counting game over again to when you break even. So that's a good suggestion that I can give you guys in any HYP that you start, whether it's a Telegram bot, another HYP that you find online, is make your one initial deposit, whatever you're willing to lose, and then work from there. That's what I always do. I never add fresh money into HYPs. I just compound and I withdraw. So I'm going to be starting, I haven't made up my mind officially yet, but I'm going to be starting with at least a Bitcoin, but maybe two Bitcoins, so that I can start the 50-50 process right from day one. But I mean, that's totally up to you guys what you're willing to risk versus the reward that you can pull out. A lot of people don't like to risk big money in HYPs because they are risky. I'm honest about that with every HYP. They are super risky. There is the possibility that you lose. But this one, since I can get in day one, I'm willing to risk more. I mean, I'm a gambler, like I said, so I'm always willing to risk money in an HYP if I feel like it's the right one for me. But I'm willing to get in with a larger deposit in the beginning because it's day one. So I think, like I said, every HYP, they do have a shelf life. And GlobalCryptoBot, because they only pay 160% total profit, they pay a little bit slower than Betrobot paid. So I think it'll last longer than Betrobot personally. But I give this one somewhere in between 4 to 6 months. That would be my opinion on how long it's going to last. But just think about that a little bit in your head, guys. If you get in day one and it does end up lasting 4 to 6 months, how much profit you guys could pull out. People that got into Betrobot in the beginning, they pulled out a good chunk of change. They pulled out a good chunk of profit. So I mean, it's all really up to you guys how you play your cards, what you're willing to risk, and what reward you'll get off of that. Like I said, if you guys are into promoting and building a team, always be honest with your people. You never want to promote something as gold or as a solid program when it's not. I mean, if you're honest and you tell people that they're basically going to the casino or putting their money in a slot machine or buying a scratch ticket, then they knew what they were getting into before they started and they know the risks that they were taking. And nobody wants to be lied to. I mean, who does, guys? So just make sure to be honest with your people if you are going to promote HYPs. My YouTube channel, a lot of people message me every day asking me to find new HYPs that are super fresh and super early that they can get into because they know the earlier you get in, the better. So I'll definitely be taking a shot with GlobalCryptoBot. Like I said, it starts June 1st, which is, I believe next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday. And I believe the deposit time would be 12 o'clock in the afternoon for me. So I'm going to get in as soon as I can. As soon as they open the doors for deposits, I'm going to be depositing at least 1 to 2 Bitcoins. That way I'll be making enough to withdraw every single day. And I'm sure I'll make some good money out of this bot because in my mind, in my opinion, they'll last at least 3 to 6 months. I give it 4 to 6 months, but just to be safe, I'd say 3 to 6 months. So if you guys do want to take a shot and get in June 1st, I say this in every HYP video, it's super important in HYPs when you start. A lot of people will watch them and monitor them, and they'll see what's going on for the first few days, and then they'll jump in. But me, if I'm going to take a shot with one, I just pull the trigger. If I'm thinking about it, I'll get in, I'll make my deposit, and then I'll work from there. So if you guys do want to get in, if you do want to promote, you just click on My Team, and then this would be your link right here that you would send people, and then it would sign them up under you. And like I said, one cool thing that I do like about this bot, it does pay a little bit slower. It's only 4% a day, 1% every 6 hours. But they do offer 4 levels of commissions, but it's based on your active investment. So if you guys come in at the minimum, you'll just get 1 level of commissions. If you come in at 0.1, you'll get 2 levels. If you come in at 1 Bitcoin, you'll get 3 levels. And if you have, you don't even need to come in with these amounts. You can work your account up. You can compound your account up. If you started at, say, 0.1 and then you ended up compounding up to 1 Bitcoin, then you would unlock the 3rd level. If you compounded up to 4 Bitcoins, then you would unlock the 4th level. So I think that's really smart and will keep the bot going a little bit longer than normal because they don't just give everybody 4 levels of commissions right off the bat. It all depends how much you have invested. So that's it, guys. Once it starts and once I make my deposit, I'll definitely be testing a withdrawal on day 1. As soon as it's been 24 hours and I make my 0.04. If I come in higher, if I come in at 2 Bitcoins, I can show you guys a deposit before my 24 hours are up. But I'll keep you guys updated. And in my mind, I'm definitely willing to take a shot with this one. It's 4% a day. But the main reason that I'm so pumped about starting it and I'm willing to take a bigger risk is because we can get in on day 1. Nobody's active yet and nobody can start until June 1st. That's when the whole investment side of the bot takes off. So I'll definitely be taking a shot with it and I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys are having a great day out there and I hope you're all earning money. And I'll see you guys later.